Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, how are you guys?
I am fine. I am great. How about you, ma'am?
I'm fine too, thank you. So, are you guys ready for today's material?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me ask you first. Have you had your breakfast this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what did you have for breakfast?
Fried rice.
Oh, fried rice.
Yeah.
Dimas, do you know how to write the steps of making fried rice?
Not, ma'am.
No, not really. Okay, so since you
Yes.
don't know about how to write the steps, maybe you don't know even about the procedure text to make it. So our today's materials is about procedure text. But first, I want to share screen. Okay, today's material is about procedure text. And to enhance your comprehension about procedure text, I want you to watch a video that I have provided before. The video is about procedure text. So this is an easy procedure text of making milk tea. Have you seen the screen of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
video? Okay, let's
Yes.
start it. Okay, so that's all about the video, how to make a milk tea. This is one example of procedure text. So I think it's easy, right? Okay, so next move to the materials. So after watch the video, I want to explain about what is exactly procedure text and its structure.
Yes, yes.
So the procedure text is a text which have three main categories, or which could be included in 3 points. The first one, the step that the text that explain how something works or how to use instruction operation, like example, how to use the video, how to open the YouTube, how to make a bag. That's the example of instruction or operation. And the second is the text that instruct how to do a particular activity. For example, recipes, rules for games, science experiments, and etc. And the third is the text that deal with human behavior. For example, how to live happily, how to succeed, how to get rid of sadness. That is example of the text procedure or procedure text. And then the purpose of procedure text. Of course, this material is quite important since it could make us successful perform activities in safe, efficient, and appropriate ways. There are two main purposes of procedure text. They are first, to explain or tell the reader how to make or operate do something through a sequence of action or steps. And the second one is to explain the steps of instruction to make, operate, or do something. Okay, do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then we move to generic structure of procedure text. So procedure text has its own generic structure. The first one is the goal. The goal means why you did this procedure. For example, the first one is how to make a fried rice. So the goal is to make a fried rice. That's it. And then how to make guava juice. So the goal is to make a guava juice. That's the goal. And then the second, the ingredients. For example, so the ingredients ini is the materials that we need to complete the procedure, such as egg, onion, vegetable, fruits, and etc. And then the third is the step. The step is the procedure which you need to put first in your procedure text. The example is wash the tomatoes, the onion, and the second one is cut the onions, become sliced. That example of the step. And then we move to language feature of procedure text. So in procedure text, there are five language feature that we need. The first one is procedure text use adverbial of sequence, like first, second, next, finally, the last. That's example of adverbial of sequence. And then use of command verbs, such as put the noodles on the, and then cut the onion, and then wash the tomatoes. This example of imperative sentence. And then we use adverbials or adverbs to express detail the time, place, manner accurately. For example, when we make a procedure text, sometimes there is a limited time, like for 5 minutes, 2 hours. And then we also using action verbs like make, take, boil, cook. And the last one is using simple present tense. So procedure text is using simple present tense. Okay, Dimas, could you see the PPT or the screen? Could you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I want you to read how to make a pancake from its ingredients and the tools.
3 to 4 of flour, 2 eggs, milk, 1 stick of butter, and the tools: one mixing bowl, 1 tablespoon, 2 cups, and 1 small pan.
Okay, that's good, Dimas. Okay, and then the steps. Let me just read it for you. So the step of making pancake, there are about 11 steps. The first one is put the flour in the bowl. You need to put it first, and then put milk in a cup, and then make sure it's 250 milk of, 250 milliliter of milk, and then put the milk in the bowl, the first bowl, and then break the 2 eggs into the bowl, and then mix it with a spoon. Heat up the pan and put the butter, and then put the mix in the pan. And after that, you need to let the pancake mix cook about 5 minutes, and then flip pancake. After it's get ready, flip pancake over. When the top is brown, the top of the pancake is brown, you need to flip it, and then after that, your pancake is ready to be served. This is the step of making the pancake. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I think that's all for our materials today. And I want to give you guys some assignments. So the first one, I want you to write down a procedure text about food and or drink. And then after that, you need to answer some multiple choice questions about this procedure text. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think that's all. So the summary or what we have discussed today is about what is procedure text, what is the purpose of procedure text, and what is the generic structure of procedure text, language feature, and then the example of this procedure text. Okay, I think that's all from our materials. I hope you guys enjoy today's meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.